Beerus race, and their capacity to become extremely powerful, and along with this, the way in which the gods of destruction are chosen is revealed. Want to know all about this? So, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and give that like, because today's talk is about the most beloved god of destruction among Dragon Ball fans. He was inspired by Akira Toriyama's Cornish Rex cat. Initially, the plan was for Bills to have a lizard-like appearance, but that changed after Toriyama's cat, Debo, who had been diagnosed with a terminal illness, miraculously recovered. And let's be honest, thank goodness he didn't end up as a lizard, right? I opened today's video with the following statement: the race of Beerus didn't end on its own. Let's start this video that I'm very excited to share with you. Before talking about Dispo, I want to point out something here that might be one of the biggest twists of all time in the entire Dragon Ball series. It's time for the revelation. Beerus is a captivating and powerful character, and his race has sparked many discussions and theories among fans. Currently, the known members of this race are Beerus, his twin brother Champa, who is the god of destruction of Universe 6, which is the twin universe of 7, and Dispo, a fighter from Universe 11. Although not confirmed to be from the same race as Beerus, he is quite similar to them in appearance and abilities. Let's explore the origin, possible connections, and theories about this race. Firstly, the origin of Beerus and Champa is a big mystery in the Dragon Ball universe. They were introduced as gods of destruction, beings with absolute power to destroy planets and maintain the balance of universes. The feline appearance of Beerus and Champa was inspired by Akira Toriyama's Cornish Rex cat. However, besides their roles as gods, little is known about their specific race and where they originally came from. The absence of other members of their race in Universe 7 and so far in Universe 6 is intriguing and raises many questions. An interesting thought is that Beerus' race may be extinct in Universe 7. This would explain why we don't see other individuals similar to him throughout the series. Maybe his race faced a catastrophe that led to their extinction, leaving only Beerus and Champa as the last survivors. This extinction could have been caused by internal conflict, a natural disaster, or even the intervention of another powerful race. If we consider that Beerus and Champa were chosen to become gods of destruction, it is possible they were selected precisely because they were the last of their kind, ensuring there would be no ties or commitments interfering with their divine duties. Another intriguing possibility is that Beerus and Champa might have originated from a demonic dimension. With the new Dragon Ball Daima arc exploring the demonic realm, one could hypothesize that Beerus' origin is connected to this dark universe. This would explain why we don't see other members of his race, and the destructive nature of Beerus. Perhaps his race was banished or exiled from this realm, and Beerus and Champa ended up as gods of destruction in their respective universes. However, this will only be confirmed at the end of the new Dragon Ball Daima series, so there's still a long way to go until its conclusion. Who knows, we might see not only Beerus' race in the demonic realm, but also others, such as Sidra, as there are characters there that look very similar to him. But there is already one resembling Beerus in the most recent episode of Daima. Let's wait and see. This is an additional theory for Dragon Ball Daima. Connecting with Super could start there through the races of the current gods of Super and their origin, which is quite interesting. The strength of Beerus' race is another fascinating aspect. Beerus is known for his overwhelming strength and combat abilities. He can destroy planets effortlessly and fight against the most powerful warriors in the universe. Compared to Frieza's race and the Saiyans, Beerus' race seems to have even greater potential. The Saiyans have the ability to continuously evolve and surpass their limits, but Beerus already possesses power that rivals or even surpasses the highest levels of Saiyan warriors, such as Goku and Vegeta. If Beerus' race could evolve, it is possible they would reach even more absurd power levels. Additionally, there is the possibility that someone destroyed the planet of Beerus' race. It could be that a powerful enemy perceived the threat that this race represented and decided to eliminate them before they could become a problem. This would force the survivors, like Beerus and Champa, to take refuge in other universes to avoid total extinction. If this theory is true, Dispo from Universe 11 could be one of the last remnants of this race, perhaps even a distant relative of Beerus and Champa. Before talking about Dispo, I want to point out something that might be one of the greatest plot twists of all time in all of Dragon Ball. The time for the revelation has come. You were eager, weren't you? Let's go. Think with me. To start, who ordered the Saiyan race to be destroyed? None other than Beerus, the god of destruction, through Frieza, right? And coincidentally, how many members of Beerus' race have been shown so far? Him, of course, his brother Champa, and Dispo. Considering them, there are 3. We have a parallel that they might have been destroyed by another god of destruction, their planet in this case, and somehow they 3 survived. A strong race, they were prodigies. Pay attention now, how many Saiyans are training with Whis and Beerus? 3, exactly 3, and their planet was also destroyed. Coincidence, right? No, it's not. So far, Goku and Vegeta have been called and confirmed that Beerus and Whis want them as gods of destruction. Broly hasn't been mentioned yet, but he could definitely be part of it. And if this were the selection process of gods, planet destroyed as the first part, testing the survivors as the second part, and the third would be choosing them, and perhaps the ritual to become a god of destruction erases memory to a certain extent, at least of some or all events before that moment. This would explain why Beerus and Champa do not recognize Dispo. Man, this would be incredible. If this turns out to be true, there might even be someone from Frieza's race as a god of destruction somewhere in another universe. This is insane. To me, the video could end here. This is quite a theory. Comment what you think. Well, talking about the race and Dispo too, he is an interesting character who resembles Beerus and Champa in terms of appearance and speed. He is a member of the Pride Troopers and a fighter from Universe 11. Although it has not been officially confirmed that he belongs to the same race as Beerus, the physical similarities are notable. If Dispo is indeed a distant relative of Beerus and Champa, this could suggest that their race is scattered across different universes, but in very small numbers, almost extinct. Considering the new storyline of Dragon Ball Daima, where the focus is on demons and dark realms, the possibility of Beerus having originated from a demonic realm becomes even more plausible. If his race originated from this place, it would also explain their absence in Universe 7, as they might have been exiled or forced to migrate to other universes to survive. Furthermore, this line of reasoning could expand to explore the innate abilities and powers of Beerus' race. They could have unique characteristics that make them extraordinarily strong, not just in terms of raw power, but also in special abilities like destruction, teleportation, and other advanced techniques. The comparison with Frieza's race and the Saiyans becomes even more interesting, as while Frieza and the Saiyans have their own ways of evolving and overcoming limits, Beerus' race could possess a different way of enhancing their powers, perhaps through connections with demonic or divine energies. Let's also imagine that Beerus' story involved a dramatic escape from his home planet to avoid the total destruction of his race. This would add a layer of tragedy to his character, explaining his distant and sometimes indifferent view of life and destruction. A desperate escape might have forced Beerus and Champa to become the powerful beings they are today, channeling all their strength and abilities to become gods of destruction and prevent their tragic pasts from repeating elsewhere. Dispo, as a possible relative, would bring a new dimension to this narrative, suggesting that some members of Beerus' race may have found refuge in other universes. Dispo is known for his extreme speed and combat abilities, which are similar to those of Beerus and Champa. If he were a distant relative, this would raise interesting questions about how many more of their race could be hiding in the universes, living discreet lives to avoid unwanted attention. That's it for today, folks. Thank you for being here once again. Until next time, take care.